it's been nearly 10 years since Brian Kelly landed his dream job as the head football coach of Notre Dame. Not only a dream come true for Brian, but for his dad too. And ever since, you can see Paul Kelly walking the sidelines at every single game with all of the pride and support a father can have. Win or lose, Paul Kelly embraces his son Brian on the field after every Notre Dame football game.
Well, believe it or not, my wife and I still pinch ourselves in the morning. And we look out the window and we see the Golden Dome, Touchdown Jesus, the Basilica. And I say to my wife, did I die and go to heaven? I mean, this is just fantastic.
It's moments like these that Paul could have never imagined while working 2 jobs and raising his family.
I was working for a petroleum company and the oil industry, and I was working at the dog track, believe it or not. I was an usher at the dog track 6 nights a week, which I hated, but it was something I had to do.
Brian was the middle son in an Irish Catholic family, growing up in a working-class neighborhood of Boston.
He was just the average little boy. He was so close to his brother. His brother's 11 months older, and he had a younger brother and a younger sister, so it was kind of chaos. You know what that's like, 4 kids under 5, so a lot of running around, and but he, little mischief, but overall I'd say he was, you know, like every other little boy, looking to get in trouble and fighting with his brothers, but they became very close.
Time was precious in those days because Paul didn't have a lot of it.
I can remember him taking me to early morning workouts for hockey at 5:30 in the morning. It didn't matter what. He was always there.
Paul worked his way through college and got into politics, becoming an alderman in Boston, a work ethic that resonated with Brian.
My dad in particular, you know, as it relates to sports, I think some of the basic old-fashioned tenets, if you will, you know, never start something unless you finish it. You know, play the game the right way. I mean, all of those basic, you know, traditional tenets. He never missed any of my games. You know, wherever I played, he was there. So I always had that support from him, and I always felt that, you know, I wanted to provide that for my family and my kids as well. No matter where they were, we were going to do our best to be there for them.
Brian played football at Assumption College. After graduation, he had brief stints as the women's softball coach and as an assistant with the football team at his alma mater, all before getting his first big break at Grand Valley State University.
When you get out to Allendale, Michigan, his first job as a GA, the head coach told me that, you know, he's got possibilities. He could be a really good coach. Spent 13 years at Grand Valley, won 2 national championships, should have won 3, but and then he became kind of a known quality, and then he got into Division I, and the rest is history.
December 10th, 2009, Brian Kelly was named the head coach at Notre Dame, and Paul has been along for the ride ever since.
I got no complaints, no complaints. I just hope I will live long enough to see the national championship, and I think it's within grasp. But we keep moving along and getting better and better at it, and we've got the culture established here now that it's a winning program, and we'll never see that 4-8 again. If we do, I'll be leaving town.
He's got a pretty good gig, you know. We were taking care of all of his travel and housing, and no, all seriousness, he's been at everything that I've done as a player and as a coach, from high school through my entire career. To have that kind of support for him, I love the ability to be able to get him here and take care of him, and it's just to have a dad that's been that supportive is amazing.
For Paul, seeing his son's dream come true is all he could have ever asked for.
I go into the locker room after every game also, and I get a chance to listen to him talk to the team. Sometimes I'm crying, but most of the time I'm laughing. Not crying because we lost or didn't have a good game, but crying realizing that he's standing up there in front of the University of Notre Dame which I grew up listening to on the radio, I still can't pull it all together sometimes, you know. It gets emotional, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else right now.
Now, in Brian Kelly's 10 seasons at Notre Dame, Paul has only missed one game, and that was actually this season. He just wasn't feeling very well, but he has finished strong. That's one game in 10 years, home and away. He absolutely loves watching his son coach the Fighting Irish.